welcome to Best of the Worst, a celebration of the very best of the very bad. We'll be looking at everything from the worst album covers to the worst thing to do with a large mallet. Not to mention this, the worst thing to see ahead of you in the queue for the loo. So let's welcome our guest this week on David Mitchell's team, comedian Frankie Boyle. And with Johnny Vaughan tonight, pop superstar Brian McFadden. Round one is Pick the Worst, in which both teams try to pick the worst from a number of options. Once they've made their choices, the audience votes, and the team that the audience agrees with gets the points. Tonight we're picking the worst wedding, and our teams have a number of happy couples to choose from. Jordan and Peter, Missy and Skipper, Bob and Jane, and Sharon and Cindy, the dolphin.
Okay, Jordan Peter's wedding. She had a sort of a pink Cinderella theme. She had that funny big see-through pink carriage.
Was it a Cinderella-themed wedding? Because she had tits like pumpkins?
Yes. Yeah, there it is, there's the carriage.
There is the carriage.
And it's got this little love heart step. Now, I don't know if you how to define tasteless. But I'd say that's absolutely tasteless.
And you know what? That's where the pony was going for the piss. Look, he's going.
When did Jordan tell OK Magazine that she and Peter were going to do on their first wedding anniversary?
They went to, I think, Disneyland in Florida.
That's right, yeah, to renew their vows. Jordan and Peter went to Florida last year and met all the Disneyland characters. They're a bit tacky, but quite fun, said Mickey Mouse. For her wedding to Peter Andre, Jordan wore a long white dress. It went all the way down to just below her knickers. I say knickers.
She married that dolphin, who she likes enormously, which is... And dolphins actually do have a massive libido, don't they? They're really sexy animals.
She's looking for his blowhole.
Right!
Is dolphin marriage legal?
It can't be legal. You can't start giving someone tax breaks because they say that.
It'd be quite galling for gay people, wouldn't it? No, you can't marry unless it's a dolphin.
Yeah. It has to be a dolphin of opposite gender, obviously. Otherwise that's just stupid.
I think the thing about marrying a dolphin is it is still more intelligent than Peter Andre.
Where does the dolphin put the ring?
Jumps through it.
No.
Jumps. What happened when they first met?
They had sex and she nearly drowned.
According to Sharon, when we first met, something clicked. Yes. The dolphin. When Sharon Tendler married Cindy the dolphin, some of Cindy's family were at the reception in the tuna sandwiches.
These people married as Homer and Marge Simpson.
I don't remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer had shit all over his face.
Yes, he's got it in his hand as well, if we look. It's like, I don't know, he might have gone through the paper there, or... He's gone through the paper, wiped his mouth.
Don't say that in an as-you-do kind of a way. Yeah, we've all been there.
Show me a man who hasn't wiped shit all over his mouth, I'll show you a liar.
What were their wedding vows?
I don't!
Till death do us part.
Oh, dear.
That doesn't work at all, because even in The Simpsons, Bart isn't a verb, you know.
Here are the rest of the wedding party. Look,
Look at that blonde one.
Yes, she's come as Marilyn Monroe would look today. On Missy and Skipper, what humiliation did Skipper suffer before his wedding?
Oh, did he have his balls cut off?
Yes, he was neutered. No doubt after enjoying the stag night too much. After a stag night, Skipper ended up handcuffed to a lamppost. A nightmare for most people, but heaven if you're a dog. And as usual, the best man got off with a stripper.
That could be a symbol of world peace.
It really could.
See what can happen.
The cat and the dog may lie together in penetrative sex.
It's been a long day doing some calendar shoot. And they've done the kitten and the puppy with the chocolates and the flowers and the lake and everything. And they thought, fuck it, let's have a few vodkas and stick the kitten and the dog together. See what happens. So every time you see one of those calendars or one of those cards, think of the bestial snaps that don't make the final cut.
But it's like in the British porn is a bit
Yeah.
softer. We get the version where they're just cuddling. In the Scandinavian countries, Danish style, that's what they get.
You see the kitten jizz.
Yeah, you really do. You do. And it finishes with a
I have
massive,
disgusted hundreds of people.
a massive money shot, a pearl collar.
So, teams, which one gets your vote?
Okay, did you go to Jordan and Peter's wedding?
Did I fuck?
We go with Pete and John all
Pete and
the way.
Jordan.
It's just vile, sign of the times. It's kind of cobbled together in this jungle, and it's just, you know, they get their OK shoot for the first night in bed, the first baby. It's just a sign of the times. This audience, and I know you're going to back it. You look like a lovely bunch, you really do, especially the guy with the sunburn and the vest. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going along to a show in a studio, I'll get sunburnt, wear a vest, and I'll sit next to a guy in a rugby shirt who's now going to move away like I'm not with him.
David and Frankie, what have you chosen?
I think anyone who marries any seagoing mammal generally deserves our disgust.
It's not going to end well for them.
No.
I think the human is going to get less and less out of the relationship. She's going to want to go on holiday to places that aren't water. As you get older, people join the National Trust. That dolphin's not going to want to go round Castle Howard or anything.
To score your points, the audience needs to agree with you. Let's see what they say. Vote now. So I can tell you the worst wedding is Jordan and Peter Andre. Time now for Best of the Worst Bottom 5. This week a rundown of the very worst album covers of all time. To win their points, all our teams have to do each time is to work out what the album is called. And at number 5, the unforgettable McDonald Sisters, but what is their hit album called?
I've got this album, weirdly. I do collect weird album covers. I do, yeah. I think it's called I've Got Confidence, which I like because there's 2 of them. But it's just I've got confidence.
So the question is which one of them's got
Yeah,
confidence?
which one's got the confidence?
It's the one without the glasses has got confidence.
It should have just been called We Are Now Buried in These Woods. The one on the right looks like the one on the left after about 5 pints.
At number 4 in the list of worst album covers is the irrepressible Ray Bourbon. But what's the album?
I was a transvestite Roman emperor. Give me the money or I drop the sheet.
Here's a clue. It is Let Me Tell You About...
My cock and balls.
Let me tell you about pre-op trannies.
I'm going to give it to you. Let me tell you about my operation.
Oh!
Any idea what the operation was? Of course.
Take a wild guess.
As a young Texan, Ray Bourbon was very confused about his sexuality, and so his parents sent him to boarding school in England. Yeah, that should have done it. And at number 3, the Ministers' Quartet. Any idea what the title might be here?
It's a bit like what Westlife will look like in about 5 years. I think my dad has it. It's something like, I'd like to touch him.
Yes, it's Let Me Touch Him.
Yeah.
It is Let Me Touch Him.
Why do you know all these?
Because it's a really classic.
You're like the Batman and Robin of shit records.
You replied, Brian, we've got them rattled. We've got them rattled.
And at number 2 in our rundown of the worst album covers is Jim Post. What is his album called?
If this elephant doesn't stop pissing on
I'll give you a clue. I love...
Cock.
Is it I Love the Chuckle Brothers, a wee bit too much?
It's called I Love My Life.